Right, let's do a post. Hello everyone. No
everyone.
No one's here. We're not live yet.
Are we not?
Well, no, because no one knows we're here. I've got to put a thing out to our Patreons.
People might be able to see the recording.
This is true.
Hi everyone.
Link.
We're so high tech right now.
There's got to be an easier way. Robot Fight Club Q&A live now. To our patrons. Are they our patrons or our Patreons? They're our patrons, aren't they?
I think they're called Patreons, aren't they?
No, I think they're patrons. Let's just say patrons.
Oh.
Publish. So people might show up here. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
So. Right, that's that. I'm going to do a thing here as well. Sophie, talk some words while I'm doing this.
So we just played a game of Robot Fight Club. If you missed that, that's fine. It's available on Facebook. You can go and watch it on our facebook.com/needycatgames and check it out there.
Is that our Facebook? Is it /needycatgames?
/needycatgames, because we're awesome.
Oh my god.
And you can see me absolutely destroy James at a game of Robot Fight Club. I mean, it was pretty brutal.
It was horrible.
So that was a great game actually, because not just because I won. I mean, clearly that was a big reason why it was really good. But but also because in the game, what we did was we just used the quick start setup. So in the game, there's a lot of depth to it, so you can basically build your robots. You pick a chassis. Have I said that right?
Well done, you said it
chassis.
Right. You never said it right.
I really struggle with that. I've had to learn how to say that word since we started doing
chassis.
Chassis.
How do you spell maneuver?
Maneuver.
I don't know.
It's like different every time. So we had a excuse me. You pick your chassis and you can upgrade it with all sorts of robot cool like gizmos and cool upgrades like amazing weapons or things that let you move around additionally on the board and things, but we actually have a quick start setup just for people who are learning how to play the game, which doesn't use all the sort of choices that you have to make right at the start of the game.
I think what I need next time is the step down from that, the even easier version, where I have to make no choices and therefore will hopefully lose less badly.
But yeah, and there's also like Cybernaut cards. So they're basically characters that you can pick, and they all have special rules. And in the quick start, you skip that phase just to get you playing the game as quickly as possible and you're learning the rules. So we actually just played with the super simple quick start version, and it still had loads of depth. There were some really amazing moments.
The first game was so quick. I was really worried because it didn't really... I mean, standard playing a demo of a game the first time online, you're going to get the weird outlier game that doesn't look anything like the game normally does. And it was over so quickly, you just pinned Sprinter Beagle in a corner and
just punched him.
Can we say rude words on our Patreon stream?
I don't know, maybe like mildly rude. You can have a bottom.
You bummed my dog to bits.
Yeah, okay.
There we go. We can say that. Fantastic.
Yeah, you can't say the very rude words maybe, but you can. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there we go. So that's what happened. But the second game was much more. I mean, it was still very one-sided. Don't get me wrong. But I didn't look like I was utterly screwed from the start, which was great.
Well, I think the thing is though that one of the things I really like about the game is that there are those outlier games where you like have a super quick turn where you just beat the hell out of someone, but because it's best of 3, that doesn't dictate the entire game, and actually then you get a glimpse of what your opponent's tactics are like, what their playstyle is, and so when you're going back into what we call the scrap auction, where you can kind of sell bits of kit you didn't use, and you can buy bits of kit or different bits of kit for your robots, then you can start to sort of tailor your robot more to your opponent.
Yeah, absolutely. You can kind of go, right, so they're doing this sort of thing, I'm gonna, switch it up a little bit, especially as they have to go first at selling off any pieces they don't want, so you can go, right, I can see what they've got. They might still buy a few extra things, but I can kind of start building my plans around that.
And then what you seem to find, I mean, it didn't happen in that situation, but quite often you'll get like one super quick game in one person's favour, one super quick game in the other person's favour, and then the last game is like really heavy and down to the wire because both sides of like worked out the other person.
Yeah, there were some points in that where it was it felt like it might go the way it often does, which is where you have so many narrow scrapes and so many near misses.
Well, right at the end in that last game, I'd taken all the armour off of your robot on a couple of sides and was like, you were 1 point away of damage from losing.
Yeah.
And you'd taken all the armour off of one of my sides and I was 1 point away from losing, and we were facing each other, and both of us knew...
You just play the card that was 6 speed points higher than mine.
Yeah, exactly. And had it gone a different way, then it totally could have gone the other way and we played another game. So it was very kind of like nail-biting finish there.
It was. So I just found the box I was looking for.
Yeah, we turned the whole house upside down.
So that was that. So if you're here from Patreon and you've got any questions, ask us questions. We do things.
Firstly, thank you for supporting our Patreon. We love you. Thank you.
We wouldn't be here without you.
Yeah.
Secondly, we're in a kind of excited Robot Fight Club mood, aren't we?
We are
got
totally.
All the graphic design starting to come through. I think we showed off a few things lately, but we might show a few things more off to you lot in the near future before everyone else sees them. We have kind of settled on a Kickstarter date.
Yes,
it's a little bit secret.
Towards the end of February.
End of February, yeah. So it's not
so
far away at all.
Yeah, it's so close.
Between then and now, we're embarking on the Robot Fight Club UK tour,
yeah,
which is going to be fun. Basically, we're going to go around
various places we can get in, anywhere that will let
clubs,
us really.
Shops, cafes, and we're going to play some games of Robot Fight Club. So if you're in the UK, not in the extreme extremities, like within a couple of hours of Nottingham, I could drive for a few hours certainly.
Yeah, totally.
But let us know if you want to see us in your local place playing some Robot Fight Club.
Keep an eye on social media so that you can come and find us, because we're going to be a sort of a bit all over the place. So
like morning
we might
radio.
Have nearby you.
We're going to be in the Needy Cat van, jumping out of a bush somewhere.
Yeah, knocking on people's doors at 7
Hello.
in the morning. Do you know Needy Cat Games? Who are you? Leave me alone.
Do your robots get your whites whiter than white? Is that the Daz Doorstep Challenge? That was a thing?
Oh gosh,
I don't know.
Have we got any questions?
We've got no questions. No one's here. To be fair, we sprung this on everyone out of nowhere.
We totally did.
We have been so busy on everything. I've been doing my tax return today, which has been thoroughly exciting. But we're doing so much stuff. We haven't really had much chance, not as much chance as we'd like to prepare this sort of stuff.
You should check the Patreon as well as the live stream though,
What
just
for?
in case someone's commented in that bit.
Can they do that?
I think they can. They can comment below the
Okay.
little video. Just in case people want to, you're welcome to. Please do tell us what you think on Patreon, and tell us if you have any things that you enjoy the most, or there's particular things you want to see more of. Please feel free to interact on the Patreon.
Yeah.
And get involved, chat to us, because we like to know that you're there, and and it's nice to sort of have a bit of a dialogue with people. So yeah, this is very exciting. We're is there things happening?
There was a question about how to watch the stream. The answer was just watch our Facebook page, and it will show up. Do we have any comments on here? Let me have a look. I think someone just popped into the chat. We've got a second person. Hello, whoever you are.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hello.
I think the first person is us. That's who number one is. I don't think there's actually an actual person.
Oh, but then the second person's there now, so hello to you too.
We've got no comments as far as I can see on there. If you have any questions, you'd like to talk to us, compliment us on our fantastic haircuts, tell us.
That's not a thing that people are going to ever compliment us on. No offence or anything there,
no
James.
No comments, that's fine.
What else? We're going to be doing a Needy Cat tour.
Yep.
And
they've gone, we scared them away.
Oh. And we're going to be doing... What else are we going to be doing? We're going to be doing... by the way, the Facebook Live game we just played is not the official, nice, spangly playthrough.
Oh, yeah, we've got lots of nice stuff coming up that looks a lot nicer.
We've got so much stuff coming that's
bigger as well. That one was
nicer.
quite...
that was quite small and self-contained, and also the assets are going to be so much nicer. So what I mean by assets is how the cards look and how the artwork looks. We've used proxy stuff for everything. It's just our standard playtest set that we're using. Yeah. So
we kind of lay things out in a really basic way in Illustrator normally, and then get people who know what good stuff looks like to actually make it look good.
Absolutely. So you're going to be seeing a nice sort of finished version. I mean, obviously it won't be the final product because when it goes off to China and gets manufactured and comes back, it always looks slightly different. And, you know, there's always slight tweaks that might happen.
Yeah.
But the game will look a lot more like in its final form.
It's actually...
It looks so beautiful. And if you go to needycatgames.com/blog, which I said much better here than I did on the Facebook live stream, you can see loads of like really beautiful artwork. We've got a Robot Fight Club like sort of newsletter, almost like a weekly blog.
Yeah, we need to buy needycatgames.com, I think now.
.com.
Which is fantastic. I love it. Yeah, but no, totally. Yeah, we've got some really cool stuff on there. I will send out, or tomorrow, what we'll do, while I'm finishing the tax return, Sophie, if you can send out a little bundle of images to the patrons, they can see some sneak peeks.
I'll put it up on the Patreon.
We've got the photo of it's just a paper cutout of a standee of a robot, of Juggernaut, in fact, on
looks
a paper printout of the board, and it looks so cool.
It looks so good.
It's just a really nice size. It's about sort of that big. I don't know if that's any use to you. Here's a very average smartphone. That's about how big the robot standees are. Here's
about the size of a small pine cone.
About the size of a small pine cone. There you go.
But flat.
Yeah, it's roughly the size of one shriveled lemon.
Stop bringing awful things onto the Q&A.
Why do we have a shriveled lemon? That's
I don't know.
Probably a question.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But there we go. We do. I mean, that's just one of the bizarre things.
Welcome to the Cat bunker where we have shriveled lemons and pine cones. We are set for the apocalypse.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all sorted.
Don't die, please. I can't do it alone. But yeah, here we are. That's it.
Excuse me.
I think we've done like 10 minutes of chat and no one's had any questions. So I think we can probably call it now.
There's some other things that we should talk about very quickly.
We've got a video that we recorded the other day while we were driving to Manchester.
Yep.
Across a mountain in heavy fog.
And we've tried so hard to upload it, but my phone is an iPhone and my laptop is a Windows laptop, and they don't like talking to one another. They've clearly had some sort of falling out.
Sophie really upset some kind of like
technology wizard, or fairy. Like literally, technology just stops working around me, and this is like a daily thing. Like you didn't believe me when I told you that I just don't get on with technology, then it just went wrong every time I tried.
It's so exhausting.
It's just continuous. Like there was a time when I had to put in, literally, James set me up like a whole profile on my new laptop and was like, just don't touch it. Just type in 4 digits for your login code. That's all you need to do. And I touched it and it went dead. Literally that happened. So
you're like a cartoon character.
I am literally cursed. I don't know what's happened, but I'm cursed by some sort of technology wizard. So if you know how to lift that curse, please let me know, because I'd really appreciate that.
But yeah, so basically long story short, we've got a video which we've recorded for you, our Patreon backers, telling you all about what we've been doing, what we are doing.
And we're going across a mountain range.
I will get it off Sophie's phone. I've made it my mission.
And it was so foggy when we went over the mountain. It was terrifying.
There were massive lorries driving
ridiculous,
far too fast,
far
around
faster than they should have been.
Tiny roads with massive drops.
Yep. It was not remotely
10
stressful,
feet of
honestly.
visibility. It was great. But yeah, cool. We've been chatting for about 13 minutes now. 13 minutes. I
think we're going to call it now. But thank you very much for backing us on Patreon.
If you watch this and you think, I wish I'd been there to ask some questions, drop them in the comments below, and we will absolutely answer them. We will
check this. We do regularly check our Patreon. I know we've been a little bit sparse on content recently. We've been so busy. We are really trying to pick up our content for Patreon.
But drop us a line if you have any more questions about Robot Fight Club or what we're up to or that sort of thing. That's it. So we're going to go now. Lovely chatting to you all. Bye. And we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
I didn't press the button that ends it. We're still here.